Hello, hello. So today, welcome. We are going to talk about 3 powerful mindset shifts for greater success in your life. Do you know that we are moving into second quarter? First quarter is gone. We are moving into the second quarter of the year, and I'm going to give you some tips right now to enhance your success for second quarter and for the rest of your year. So the first one is moving from fear to faith. And I know that could possibly sound simple to you, but so many people are operating in fear in different ways in their life, in their businesses, and their thoughts and their relationships, and how they love people and how they receive love, and so many things instead of faith. So fear is natural, but faith is a choice. Somebody drop it in the chat. Fear is natural. Faith is a choice. Successful people act despite having fear. There's a book called Fear the Fear and Do It Anyway. I remember reading that book and it was awesome. Hi, Coach D. Thank you for joining. So fear is natural, but faith is a choice. Fear keeps you in your comfort zone. Faith moves you into growth. There's a quote that I love to say that your comfort zone is your failure zone. It is important to shift outside of your comfort zone intentionally. And what is fear? So if you're not in real physical danger, meaning like a lion's not about to get you, you're not about to be bit by a snake. A lot of times fear is just letting you know that you're at the edge of what you've known. You're at the edge of your comfort zone. So what I teach my coaching clients is like when that fear shows up, it's just saying I'm at the edge of my comfort zone. It means I'm not as comfortable with what's on the other side of this. Maybe I haven't done it before. Maybe I haven't done it enough times, or maybe I'm mastering it. But pat yourself on the back for being at the edge of your comfort zone. Pat yourself on the back for getting to the place that you had the mental faculty, capacity, and tenacity to push yourself to the edge where you're ready to think about the next thing. And that thing shows up. So when fear shows up, it's only a great time to repattern it and to step out in faith and to move forward. Don't let that thing cause you to shrink. Your dreams are bold and they will require bold action. They're going to require bold action. If you wait until you're quote unquote ready, listen, the ready date, it just doesn't come. It doesn't come. It's important for us to move the energy and make a decision. When you decide, you are fully choosing and you're cutting away the other choices. Okay, so let's look at Beyoncé. You know, Beyoncé was a part of Destiny's Child and they got dropped from the label early in their career. They could have let fear stop them from doing the next thing or from being great. And then they rebuilt, they sharpened their skills, and they ultimately launched, and she became, who she is today, that they have Bay Day, one of the most influential artists that is in existence right now. So this is your first takeaway. You want to shift from fear to faith in every area, knowing that fear will show up, that fear will always be there. One of the other things I tell my clients about fear is false evidence appearing real. False evidence appearing real. And the other thing is that, like, imagine fear being like the dark. So if I go into a dark room, imagine fear being like that. You can't chase away the dark, but you can turn on the light. And the light is truth. When you have fear coming up in your life, expose it to the truth so you can move forward. So that is the takeaway for the first one. Number 2 is hustle versus alignment. It's time to move out of hustle and move into alignment. Move out of hustle and move into alignment. Hard work alone does not cause people to be successful. If hard work alone caused people to be successful, there will be so many millionaires. But on the contrary, there are a bunch of tired, exhausted, unappreciated, and underpaid people. Can somebody give an amen for that? Have you noticed that lately? Hard work alone does not create success. Your intentional focus actions do when you have a good plan and you're working in the right system. Hi, Letitia. Thank you for joining. Remember that your energy is valuable, and how you focus it and your time and your energy, and invest it in places that are truly going to move the needle. Invest it in places that are truly going to make a difference. Invest it in something that is a money generating impact, or that is shifting who you are and what is important to you. Hi, Crystal, your goals and your dreams. We got to stop glorifying busy, y'all. When people ask me how I'm doing, I may say I'm productive, but what I'm not going to say is busy. So we don't want to walk around with busy badges on. like it's the bee's knees, because ideally we're putting in the work. Some of you all are putting in the work right now so that you can be, I call it ambitiously lazy. My goal is to serve and build my business in a way that I can do what I want to do with my time, my energy, my money, having time and money freedom. So if you build your life and your business is just around being busy, you are exhausting yourself and you're probably not building a business that you love or that you will love over the years. So it's important to create businesses that you love, because that shows that you love yourself, right? And you want to start creating focus and aligned actions that moves the needle in your business, not just being busy, not just being busy. Okay. So Black celebrity, Rihanna. So Rihanna, she could have just done album after album after album after album, and she could have stayed in hustle mode. But what did Rihanna do? She shifted. She did Fenty Beauty. Then she did that Savage X thing, and she created billions of dollars in business and shifted into alignment instead of just the hustle. So her impact was greater than just music. She didn't have to just keep, hey, can you do the next album? Hey, can you go on tour? No, she expanded herself, and it helped. It created representation for people. It created things for the culture. It created income. It created wealth. It created legacy for her. And she chose to end hustle and to create lasting wealth. So one of the questions for you is to ask yourself, am I hustling? Am I hustling? So also, when we're in flow and when we are faith, I see a lot of women on this call. So as women, and when we are sitting in our feminine, we are designed to receive. We are designed to receive. So if we're overly in that masculine energy, like I got to control everything, I got to work super hard, it's like you're coming outside of like the nature of how you were naturally created, and you're making it harder than it has to be. You would be amazed at how many clients I just helped shift their mindset. They didn't have to work any harder and they made more money. Learning how to receive. Okay. So my question is, are you grinding or are you growing? Are you grinding or are you growing? And the third one is that we are moving from scarcity to abundance. Hi, Lun Macedo. We are moving from scarcity to abundance. So I don't know if you guys saw it. I posted on my page. I just finished a program, the Abundance Acceleration Breakthrough Program, with some of my clients, and 9 people generated over $300,000 in 9 weeks through this program. Did y'all hear that? 9 people? As we were practicing some of these very same concepts and additional concepts. Okay, so when we talk about moving from scarcity to abundance, we have to break free from the beliefs that there's a limited amount, that there's not enough love, not enough money, not enough clients, not enough jobs, not enough men, not enough women, not enough success. All those things go back to scarcity. So scarcity mindset says there's not enough for me, or all the good ones are gone. That's scarcity mindset. That's lack mentality. Okay. Scarcity mindset says I can't spend money because it's hard for me to get money. So no, we live in God's abundant universe. So money is ever flowing freely, consistently, and frequently to me. So your agreement is what you receive, and what you believe you deserve is what you have. Okay. So there is more than enough, and you are worthy of more than enough. Your beliefs are going to shape your reality. And if you change your mind, you can literally change your life. I know it's like change my mind, change my life. It is spiritually proven, it is scientifically proven, and it is physically proven. If you change your mind, you will change your life. Hi, Maya. Thanks for joining. Hi, Waitha. So let's look at Tyler Perry, y'all. Tyler Perry grew up in poverty. He was abused, and he wasn't going to let his situations and circumstances stop him, because like he grew up in lack, but he is like the opposite of lack. So y'all, he self-funded his first play. He self-funded his first play, and it failed, actually. It did. It failed. But you know what? He kept going. He kept going. And after that, he winded up over these years, having the largest film studio, one of the largest film studios around because he chose to have an abundance mindset and mentality. Not only that, Maya said, changed my mind, changed my life. Tyler Perry also, like, it was like a known thing that he was paying the actresses and paying the people in his plays like the best money. Like, he was building and he was paying people well. So he wasn't operating in a scarcity mentality at all, at all. So what were the three things we covered today? We talked about moving from fear to faith. Okay. Fear is natural, but faith is a choice. You get to choose today to live your life in faith. So a lot of successful people, the people that are ambitious, we understand that fear just tells us we're at our green growing edge. It just tells me I'm at the edge of the reality that I've known, but I'm not going to let what I've known in my past stop me from moving forward. We're not going to let fear of marketing and going online, starting a new business, investing, stop us from getting to the other side to accomplish our goals and dreams. The second thing we talked about is from hustle to alignment. I am not about hustle mentality. My agreement, the daily special, thank you for joining. My agreement is not with hustle mentality, and yours really should not be either. Success isn't just about doing more and burning yourself out. It's about doing the right things with the right intention, with the right spirit, with the right instructions, with the right coaching or mentorship if needed. So hard work alone doesn't create success. If it did, there would be more millionaires working out here. More millionaires out here. Do you know how many people work hard? Raise your hand. Drop it in the chat if you have seen somebody that is hard working. I have seen some hard working people, and not all of them, but some of them. I don't want to say the word broke. I want to think of a different word for it. Oh, well, I just said it. Okay. So a lot of the people I know that are the wealthiest people in the world, they are not busy 24/7. Okay. So we want to figure out how to create our life and our lifestyle cycle in a place of ease that gives you rest. You know, when I create my calendar every day, I'm not okay having meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting. I've moved things around. You know what? I need a rest break here. You know what? Today I stopped what I was doing. You know, I need to go outside and get some beautiful sunshine. Just feel the ground underneath my feet for a little bit and do something else. And then I'll come back and do the next thing. You don't want to build your life and create a busy and hustle mentality and culture as if that's healthy for you. It's healthy for you to rest. It's healthy for you to be able to take vacation. It's healthy for everybody to not be dependent on you. We got to build systems. Hey, Sierra. Thank you so much for joining. Okay, so we talked about moving from hustle to alignment. And the last thing we talked about is moving from scarcity to abundance, having that abundance mentality and living in abundance. So I hope this blessed you on today. If it did, definitely drop it in the chat. Let me know. And then I want to know what kind of things y'all want me to go live about. Thank you, Sierra. What kind of things do y'all want to hear? And based on those three mindset shifts, which one resonated with you the most, or which one are you going to work on the most? Which one are you going to work on the most? Okay. So if somebody needs this, maybe you were just having a conversation about this yesterday with somebody, drop it in the chat. Thanks for listening. Thanks for joining, Crystal. I appreciate you all. Thank y'all so much for being here. Have a dynamic and amazing empowered day, and happy Women's History Month. Know that you are the bomb. Know that you are amazing. Know that you are powerful. Know that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are an absolute masterpiece, a literal work of art. You are a creator. You were born to put new things in the earth and into the atmosphere. You were designed to birth. You were designed to be a visionary. You were designed to be powerful. So operate in all that and every sphere of influence that you carry.